Hello, loves. Welcome to your daily inspo reading. This is your source for daily inspiration and healing on your spiritual journey. In today's fast-paced world, it is so easy to become overwhelmed by the challenges of life. This daily inspo is here to provide you with a moment of solace, guiding you towards inner peace, healing, and spiritual growth. Each day we'll delve into topics that uplift the soul, promote self-discovery, and encourage personal transformation. Whether you're seeking to overcome past traumas, find inner balance, or simply connect with your higher self, this daily inspo is your daily companion on the path to spiritual enlightenment. Through a combination of wisdom, meditation, and soul-nourishing insights, our goal is to help you unlock your inner potential and embrace a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. So join us on this transformative journey as we explore the boundless possibilities of the human spirit and discover the power within each of us to heal, evolve, and ascend. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and let the daily inspo be a guiding light that illuminates your path to spiritual awakening. Together, let's embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment as we embrace the beauty of our true selves and the interconnectedness of all life. Please enjoy the reading. Today's affirmation is, I celebrate life every day. Let's say that together 4 times. I celebrate life every day. 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 Hello, Libra. Welcome to your daily inspo. Don't mind Sage, y'all. She's just barking and growling at her toys. So yeah, don't mind Sage. She's in the background. Welcome to your daily inspo. I want to say thank you for all of your support. However you show your support, whether it's watching, whether it's liking, whether it's commenting, whether it's sending super chats, whether you bought book personal readings from me. I really, really, really appreciate all of your support. I really, really appreciate how you guys pour into me and everything. I see everything and I accept and I receive everything. Calm down. Sage appreciates it too. Are you finished? Okay. Let's put you right here. Okay. Yes. So like I was saying, I appreciate everything. Thank you guys so much. All of the support. All right. So let's get right into this reading. I do have a couple of downloads for you guys. The first one is, there's a need for you to be on your own. And for some of you guys, it may be a time for you to pour back and for you to work on a relationship with yourself. And that's what I'm getting. For some of you guys, you could be valuing outside relationships other than the infinite relationship, which is the relationship with yourself. And there's a need for you to kind of spend time with yourself so that you can build that relationship. Now, this does not necessarily say that you may need to leave your lover. You may need to stop hanging out with your friends. You may need to just stay in the house or something. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's the spiritual aspects of you kind of becoming one with yourself instead of grabbing onto all of these expectations and outside validations to make yourself whole. I feel like this is a reminder for you to remember that you are whole by yourself. You are beautiful. You are creative. You are love. You are all of those things on your own. And I do feel like you need to acknowledge those things. Also, there could be some things that you can be dealing with on the inside that could be hurting you. And there's a need for you to look within. So when I see on my there's a need for you to be on your own. There's this energy where you are honoring your self relationship, self love. The next download that I do have is that you need to take swift action. And I do have the definition for swift action. Swift action means happening or done quickly and immediately, doing something quickly. A swift decision. An example to this is he rose to his feet in one swift movement. I do feel like that all of that, even when I got the definition for swift action, and the example came out of them using it in a sentence, that in itself felt like it was a message. He rose to his feet in one swift action. He rose to his feet in one swift action. There is one swift action that separates you from rising or falling in a situation or in the aspects in your life. There is one thing that you need to do quickly, swiftly, immediately. Immediate attention, immediate movement, swift movement that rises you on your feet. So I do feel like that there's something that you need to quick. There's a need for you to take quick action. There's a need for you to be in quick action. Okay, so there's this energy of the next download. There's this energy of, and I do want to correct myself because I did make a mistake. In the last reading, I did say the last daily inspo, and this is a growth space. This is a learning space. So it's a safe space to grow. I did say that the true God was feminine energy, of honoring feminine energy. And I do want to say that God is both feminine and masculine energy. And what I was saying at that point was that in a world that is so masculine, the feminine energy holds power too. And I do feel like that we forget how powerful our feminine energy is, how powerful our feelings, our intuition, and the things that we can't see. When we think about trusting and believing, we think about a feminine way of doing things. When you have faith, you believe in the things that are beneath the surface. So I really, really resonate with feminine energy because I feel like feminine energy is all around. When we talk about like religion and things like that, it has a lot to do with feminine energy of you trusting and believing instead of this masculine energy that is more so about doing and action. It's more so about building. It's more so about that type of stuff. But God is both feminine and masculine energy. It's God energy in both entities. So I did feel like I needed to clarify that for anybody that took that message a little bit too, a little too serious, okay? And thank you for everybody who informed me, who put their insight in, I thank you for all of that too, because this is definitely a learning experience, not just for you, but just for me as well. So with that being said, I also have this download. Be careful about fear-based. I was watching this interview and this podcast, and I do feel like it's very, very insightful of where we are today. And I'm gonna finish the podcast because it's a very, very long podcast, and I had to kind of like cut it. I didn't have 3 hours for it, so I had to watch me like an hour, and I'll get back to it today. But it's this podcast on YouTube, and it is with a pastor, Tim Ross, and it's a debate with Princella, the Queen Maker, on marriage, family, and monogamy. And of course, just reading that message, I'm going to get to the reading soon, but I do feel like this is helpful. Just reading that message, and I really, really hate is a strong word, and that's just how much I hate it, okay? Hate is a very, very strong word. I hate this messaging of women versus men mentality, of the men saying we don't need the women. That's why I had to correct myself on the feminine energy, because it's both needed. On the men saying that we don't need the women, and the women saying we don't need the men, or the women having this type of blind, this upskirt view of just because they've experienced men in a certain type of way, thinking that that's all men. I know this is not you, because I know we are here, we're growing and vibing, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen all of this toxic fear-based content. And that was my message, is be careful when you're watching fear-based content, when you're watching content that just spews fear, it spews hate, it spews negativity, it spews all of the negative things. Be very, very mindful of the things that you're watching, the things that you're listening to. Sometimes it could be therapeutic for you to get validated by your feelings and your experiences and things like that. But be mindful of actually taking these things. Be mindful of the agreements that you make with certain things, and the seeds that you may allow things to plant. Because believe it or not, the things that we consume, not just in our diet, not just the things that we drink, the things that we consume, we are what we consume. You heard the term, you are what you eat. So be mindful of what you consume. And I just felt like it was a very, very powerful, conversation between two different sides of the aspects. You have a pastor, and you have a person who like basically believes in, like, I guess, science, or I'm not sure what her beliefs are, but it was a very, very powerful conversation. It taught me a lot about self-control. It taught me a lot about how you sit in a room with another person when they have opposite views of you, and you don't have to be combative. You don't have to try to push your narrative on them, or you don't have to try to push that they're wrong. You can actually come into that conversation with love, compassion, support, vulnerability, and and you can also humanize a person. And usually people speak and they do things out of their experiences. So the moment that you can resonate and become human with another person's experience, I just feel like it is beautiful. And it taught me a lot about self-control, love, and vulnerability, and how much is needed, how much it's appreciated from both feminines and masculines, and how much we need each other at the end of the day. So be very, very mindful of what you're listening to. All right. So let's get right into the reading. Okay. So let's see. Going into the blessing bag. All right, let's see what is in the blessing bag for Libra. Blessing bag. Pure luck in all endeavors. Pure luck in all endeavors. Oh, somebody has star quality. Okay, so pure luck in all endeavors. Your cup runneth over. I think something has to do with this swift, immediate action. This quick action. Basically, that's basically what I just said. This quick action. So one quick action puts you on your feet. One quick action puts you in a place that you've always wanted to be. One quick action will make you rise to your feet. One quick action. Pure luck. It's going to seem like pure luck, but what it is skill. What it is skill. I was thinking about, I did a reading about 4 consecutive wins, one after the other. And you would think that you're lucky because you keep on winning back to back. But what you don't know is that you're highly skilled. It's a skill. it's a skill to win back to back to back to back to back, where people may think that you're lucky, but it's a skill. It's also a blessing. You do have mountains coming out, which is the presence of a mighty enemy, and you have the scythe, which is disappointment. So I do feel like there could be some type of arguments, or there could be some type of disappointments or disagreements with the enemy, or with another person. You do have the bouquet of flowers here, which is you getting your recognition. And there is some type of, for some of you guys, there is this person, or there is this experience or something like that, that is the opposite. It's almost like coming up as your opposition. It's almost coming up as the enemy. And there's something that you're speculating that has to do with some type of you getting your flowers. Now, this could be like some people may honestly think that their success is going to hurt other people. You have to be very, very mindful of that. That has been the energy coming out, because that energy, if you are a pleaser, if you want to make sure, if you have a problem with upsetting people, if you have a problem with, if you don't want to hurt somebody, if you feel like your success is actually going to hurt or disappoint or cause pain to a person, someone else, that could be like a fear-based mentality, or there could be some type of healing that you need to do when it comes to financial success and career and things like that, and in your just well-being. You may feel like if you're at your top, then these people are going to be mad, or someone is going to be jealous, or something is going to happen. And that usually comes from a mindset of when you have this loser-winner mindset. When someone's winning, you must be losing, and because you're winning, they must be losing at a certain time. There's a need for you to kind of like detach from that way of thinking there. All right. But there may be some type of there may be some type of disappointment with where a person shows up in your life, how they show up, the lack of how they show up in your life, how short they may show up in your life. There may be some type of disappointment there. This is looking like somebody could be revealing themselves, and you can be upset of who a person is when they show up in your life, that this person could be an enemy. You probably don't know. I do also feel like that there could be you kind of self-discovering where the enemy is and what's happening there. And there could be some type of shame, guilt, or whatever. You just want to make sure that you love yourself through it. When we are healing and we are ascending, there are certain places in ourselves where we may find out where we were our own weapons against us, and we may feel some type of feeling, which is it's natural, but there's a need for us to love ourselves, to understand that, to have an awareness and actually try to love ourselves through it in the best way that you could possibly see fit. All right, so let's see, what is the tarot energy? What is the tarot energy? All right, strength card here. All right, tarot energy is you getting through it. Tarot energy is you digging into your inner strength. Tarot energy is you getting through it. It's a strong movement action, while you have the Fool and the Justice card here. So for some of you guys, you're going to, regardless of the enemy, regardless of the fear, whether this is inside of yourself or whether this has manifested outside of yourself, that it has become an environment, or it has become a person. Regardless of this fear, regardless of this enemy, you will thrive. Why? I've always wondered why. And I was watching, this is going to sound crazy, y'all, but y'all know. But I was watching Wendy Williams' documentary, and it had me like a mess, like just all in tears, and just because, you know, her story is just, it's sad to me. So, and I was watching it, and I was like, wow, it's just so crazy how she was going through all of those things, but yet she was able to make so many milestones, so many things, be on daytime TV, have one of I guess the best morning talk shows, or the most like controversy. A lot of people talk about that show, which is good. And her mindset was like, if they're talking, good, because she's about ratings. It's all about ratings. It's all about clicks. It's all about views. It's all about that. So I was kind of like dissecting what she was saying, and she was going through so much stuff, but she continued to stay in action. She did not allow whatever she was going through to make her stop, hide, to make her, of course, she had moments where she fell down, but she stayed in action, in constant action. So I do feel like what separates you this time here is going to be your ability to act quickly. I do feel like in the moments that we need to be swift, we may be going through things where we can't move as fast as we want to. We don't feel like returning the call. We don't feel like doing whatever we need to do. We don't feel like whatever. And this is when you hop out of your feelings and you get into your masculine energy. The masculine energy is going to get the job done regardless of what it is that they're feeling. Regardless of what it is that's happening. It's about movement. It's about action. So the balance of both of those are very, very important when it comes to you excelling, when it comes to you creating the life that you desire. Feminine energy and masculine energy, because when we feel deeply, and sometimes we can become our feelings, and our feelings are like waves. Our feelings are like water. They're going to flow. They're going to pass through. And the masculine energy knows that a little bit more. I would say masculine energy understands the passing through and not getting caught up in the waves of feelings. And I may not be 100% correct. I'm on a journey, y'all. Don't batter me down, okay? So it's like, I feel like that no matter what it is that you're going through, there's a need for you to to count on your masculine energy to get you through something, and then you can come back to your feminine energy and feel, and then, but there's a need for there to be a tag team, a teamwork thing, instead of not all feminine and not all masculine. It needs to be a teamwork thing. Like, okay, just like a marriage. It's a marriage on the inside. So I do feel like we need to work on our marriages on the inside. With this masculine and feminine energy. All right, so let's get right into the reading. I'm going to go with Believe in Your Own Magic for the first half of this reading. All right, let's see. You're going to figure out that there's something that you've been counting on, that you needed. You really, 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 really needed to thrive, to fly, to love, to be happy. And you're going to realize you don't need it anymore. And then on the opposite side, there is someone who's going to realize what they need to be happy. So it's almost like you throwing away something and then you picking up something. Because while one person is trying to figure out or having this realization of what they don't need to fly, or what they counted on needing so bad, and they realize, hey, I'm doing this without. And then this other person, this other person is realizing, I actually need this. And this, I feel like this need is something that money cannot buy. It may be peace. It may be, I need self-love. I need, health. I need whatever. I do feel like that one person is dropping that, what do I want to say? Codependency. It's codependency. Being codependent on something, realizing you didn't need that or you don't need that. It's when the person who felt like that, I need this to be happy, starts being happy without it. And why my brain just went to Friday, y'all, when he said, I'm a man without it. That's just how my brain works. Okay? That is just how my brain works. Why? Why, Craig? Why? Oh, this is what your ancestors see. Evil queen with the mighty enemy. Your ancestors see you being bamboozled. But look, I told you, justice was at the top of justice was here. All right, so your ancestors see you willingly taking salt because someone has disguised it as sugar. Taste it. Taste it. And this also makes me think like the exchange is happening at the market. Like who's going to open up their food and actually taste and make sure their bread is really bread at the market? No, you buy it and you get home. And sometimes you don't even get to the bread unless you're about to make something that has something with bread or that calls for bread. And you realize this isn't bread. After you've already made the transaction, after you've already bought something, after you already left the store, after you've already had something for days, you realize that this is not sugar. This is salt. And the thing, I feel like the enlightenment thing here is that you know exactly what the opposite is. You know exactly what salt tastes like and what sugar tastes like. This is your wisdom. This is your intelligence speaking, where a person is not like, I wonder what that tastes like. No, the moment that you taste it, you're going to know exactly what it is. And your ancestors are seeing you take something and they're seeing that you don't deserve that. And the fact that a person felt like that they could have gotten away with something, justice is ringing. The witch, justice is coming. Look at this villain. You can rewrite your own story. So for some of you guys, you may have gotten bamboozled. You may have let your kind heart get you in places where you may have felt like, okay, I trusted someone. I believed a person to give me exactly what I asked for, what I was coming to buy. And when I got home, I realized that it wasn't. And the get home is when I fell in love. When I signed the deal. When I signed the contract. When I signed this, I realized that this was not what I initially was trying to purchase. And so you end up with salt. And this just has something to do with an exchange that you had with the person. It's something that you just clearly, you did. Some of you guys could be thinking that you deserved something. And that's why I feel like the message from the ancestor is you deserve sugar and not salt. You deserved what you actually went out there for. And someone bamboozled you. And I could think about this in the love. Like you thought that both people were being honest. You believe you did whatever. And a person wasn't doing that for you. You thought that a situation, a job was going to be whatever, and it wasn't doing that for you. You thought that a friend was going to, and it didn't. And it seems like, and I don't know what you could have given them. If this was an equal exchange, you may feel robbed because you gave them your sugar thinking it was going to be an equal exchange. Your sugar for my sugar or sugar for sugar. But a person kind of fooled you. I'm also getting here, as the download keeps on going, somebody plays on your habit. Someone's addicted to love. Someone's addicted to something, playing on a person's addictions, playing on what it is that you will playing on the fact that you were in need. You were in need of something. Let's see. What do you need? All right. Need to paint the sun back into your sky. Weave together the crown you deserve. Oh, wow. So You deserve sugar. Your ancestors are saying like you could have gotten salt from a person, but you deserved sugar. So instead of putting the energy on a person to give you what you deserve, you weave together what you deserve. You put together what you deserve. You create your sugar for you. You are a machine. You are a machine. You radiate happiness. You are a machine of joy, of good, of all of that stuff, of love. If a person cheated you, the bigger message here is if a person cheated you, you are still an infinite source of love. They didn't take anything away from you, even if you feel like you gave a person true love and in return you got something, fear, or you got lack, or you got whatever. You didn't get, it wasn't an equal exchange. And justice is here. And I was talking about the person of, no, scratch that thought. Sorry, y'all. But justice is definitely here for you. And the real true justice will be for you to paint your life, to realize that what I'm thinking is one monkey don't stop no show. That's what my brain just going to. I'm trying to put it in, I'm trying, y'all. But I'm thinking like that is the true justice. And I do feel like that a person wanted to inconvenience you. That's why somebody gave you salt instead of sugar. But when the show keeps on rolling, a person is going to realize, damn, my salt didn't work. It doesn't work. The mighty enemy, it cannot prosper against you. Why? Because we are machines of an infinite source that doesn't run out, that a person can't take from you. All right? Somebody cannot take that from you, that which you already have. You already have the sugar. You are an infinite source of sugar. You can just go right in your bag and put the sugar there. It would have been nice if this person would have just gave you some sugar, but if they don't, I got my own sugar. How about that, T? How about that? It'd be nice if you could match my energy. But if you don't, I got my own energy. It'd be nice if you can match my energy, but how much love I got love enough for the both of us. I got love for all of us. I got love for everything. I don't run out of love. You can't take my love. You can't make me think that I'm unlovable or I'll never, or this is all, or salt is all I'm going to get in this area. No. And that leads me to go back to that podcast. Please, y'all, if y'all watch it, let me know. Comment on a video or something. If you've seen it, definitely let me know your thoughts. But this kind of makes me think of that fear base. Just because I've experienced salt from people, this could be a lot of people you've experienced salt from, okay? That does not mean that this is all that I expect from here on out. Surround yourself with love. This does not mean that this is what I expect from here on out. I realized that I didn't deserve it. This wasn't something that I deserved. I didn't do anything to get this. For some of you guys, you could be going through a situation, or you could be going through some things, or have been through some things where you're trying to see how you deserved it. You're going through your steps of saying, okay, I did this wrong. Well, I did this and da. You didn't deserve any of that. Painting the sun back into your sky means you dictate whatever your happiness is. You create the meaning to your own happiness, your own sunshine. All right? And this is how you do it. This is what you need to be on your own. Come home to yourself. Got the lioness. You've earned all your stripes. You may need to read a book, You can manifest your every wish. So this is just self-love. By loving yourself through it, by continuing to love yourself, not stopping loving yourself, continuing your journey, whatever that is, continue on, your desires, whatever it is that you want to continue. For some of you guys, this is the quick choice that you make, a quick decision that you make, saying that you're going to rise. All right, let's get into this reading. Reading's been long, been having a lot to say. A lot to say. Reading's been long lately. But I know y'all don't mind. Y'all don't mind at all. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see. What is Libra grateful for today? Wow. That just came up. Grateful for the awakening. Grateful that you finally woke up. Grateful that you're going into a new way of being. And this way of being is self-love. This way of being is understanding that you are a full tank. Understanding that you are abundant. When you get into the energy of you are a machine that produces its own sugar, that comes from an infinite source, that is an abundant way of being. This is new for a lot of you guys. This is new. This is new for a lot of you. All right, so that's why the butt was coming up a lot. Okay, so you do have grounded your root chakra. Thank you for the lovely person who put that in the comments, that the butt is connected to the root chakra on one of my readings. There's a need for you to connect with yourself. Top priorities is going to be connect with yourself and figuring out how are you called to step up and lead. Okay, so today would be to figuring out what swift action you need to make. Top priorities is sitting with yourself. So you're at this point where you know you need to do something, but you don't know what you need to do. There's something that you need to do, but you don't know what. This is a swift action that you make, and this is you getting the insight on that swift action. Okay, it all comes with the energetic upgrade. So as you upgrade energetically, the intuition upgrades, everything upgrades about you, and you're able to figure out what steps, what movements do I need to make. You see how that's a tag team? Some of you guys, you may need to take it really, really easy today, especially if this evil queen is doing something today. Okay. Star seed. Spirit wants to see what lights you up. What is the deepest calling that you haven't answered? Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle here. Something is happening for you, something is happening for you, not to you. I feel like something was you had to figure out. I feel like there's a person who could have been around a lot of people or a lot of situations that probably didn't go in their favor. And the reason for you to figure it out was for you to realize that you didn't need that person, that love, that salt to thrive, or that sugar. For some of you guys, you could have counted on some type of exchange happening here that you felt like you needed. If I had this, I would be. If you had what? If you had what? If you had love, if you had a relationship, if you were married, if you were the perfect size, 6? Okay. if you had, what? What is it? More support? Because it's something that you are giving out. And a lot of times you can tell what a person wants in return is by what they give out. People are speaking to us. They're telling us how to treat us, how to treat them by basically usually people want what they give out in return. So I do feel like you were in the return like, okay, I want sugar, so I'm giving my sugar out. And you was expecting sugar in return and didn't get that. Something has happened for you to rise beyond. It is a moment of either suffering or disappointment that is linked to a moment of breakthrough, a moment of success, a moment of abundance. It is a moment of low mixed with a moment of high. It's a moment of like, I wanted something true and I was being true. And what I got in return, I didn't deserve that. And for some of you guys, this could be something that could have deep rooted where you've picked yourself apart for years trying to figure out or trying to run away from yourself to figure out when will you be worthy of the same sugar in return. Not understanding that this person may have an abundance of salt. This person may be full of salt. Or I'm just playing. This person may be full of salt while you're full of sugar. This person can't give you something that they're not made of. And that leads me to my other, my morning. I always try to watch something that's enlightening in the morning. And today I was watching this. What could I call it? A sermon? I don't know. But it was about detachment. And it was about, this man used an example about an orange. That if you squeeze an orange, what comes out of it? Orange juice. You squeeze a lemon, what's going to come out the lemon? Orange juice. It doesn't matter who squeezes the lemon. It doesn't matter if your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your lover squeezes the lemon. What comes out of it is going to be orange juice. The reason why is because it's an orange, and that's what oranges have inside of it. The meaning of that was what comes out of you when you're angry is what's in you. And that may be deep. I even looked at that like, we so quick want to blame. No, because, I get like that when that's how I act when, usually I don't get, but when it's something really, really, no, it's something that's there. And for some of us, like myself, a transparency moment, I have really, really good self-control of keeping these parts I don't want people to see contained. Keeping it in. And everybody know about a Libra that keeps stuff in until it explodes. And then next thing you know, exposed. Why do I feel so exposed when that happened? Maybe because I've been hiding and acting like that stuff wasn't in me when it was. Maybe because I've been trying to overcompensate for what I feel like is in me. Maybe you got a little salt too. You have been talking coming out here. For some of you guys, you're going to find your tribe or someone who's going to be a part of your tribe. It's a person who's going to connect you to a beautiful tribe. And that's how you can approach today with a very, very positive outcome. Approach today with a positive attitude. It's understanding that you belong. Wow. So there's a belonging issue. Somebody feels like that they don't belong somewhere. Wow. Okay, yeah. I guess you wouldn't feel like you belong if you keep on giving salt. I mean, you keep giving sugar and you keep getting salt in return. You would turn around and pick yourself apart and feel like, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not, and this is not belong in the area. This is like maybe I'm not worthy of that desire that you want. This is to know that you are worthy of something. You are worthy of it. Just because a person can't give you, just because a person can't match your energy, your good, abundant energy, does not mean that there's something wrong with you. Because a person can't match you doesn't mean you have to throw the whole thing away. Today, you're going to learn how to detach. You have unbound here. Releasing soul. This is a soul pattern. A soul pattern. I want to look that up so I can be very, very clear about what a soul pattern is. I just don't have the... Okay, so soul pattern. It says, as human beings, we are born into this world with a clean slate. Year after year, as our personality emerges through life experience, we begin to create signature patterns of our souls in the form of repetitive vibrational offerings that manifest as our reality. Repetitive vibrational offerings that manifest as our reality. Vibrational offerings. I actually want to dive deeper into that. If you feel like you're broke, unworthy, unlovable, unhealthy, etc., then your vibe dial is set to the sad trombone vibration. And more of the same experience will head in your direction until you shift your vibration and offer something radically different. The vibration happens first, and then the reality is an echo after the fact. We are all living in a reality where we play catch up over and over again in a never-ending loop called life. The signature patterns of your soul are totally changeable and easy to transform. By becoming aware of the patterns of your soul and the vibration that you are offering, you start to make sense of your life experience thus far. And then you can begin to intentionally shift the patterns and stories that you acknowledge are hindering your manifesting process. It says something really magical happens to your signature soul pattern when you remember that your story built you, but it doesn't define who you are as a spiritual being. As soon as you make the decision to change your thoughts, your perspective, your patterns, then you literally have the power to change your life. And I know we're tired of hearing that. Change your thoughts, change your life, but really though. So there's a soul pattern you keep on giving a vibrational offering to. Some of you guys are in the pattern of evil queen, in the pattern of the mighty enemy, in the pattern. There's one swift action. This could also be the swift action that you do. Quick. Break the chain. So not only you have a family like this. Friends like this. You go to a job where this is the mentality. It's always that one beautiful person. God always sends us an angel. Send me an angel. God always sends us an angel. There's always that one person, that beautiful spirit, always there. That's why don't ever get so upset when you are displaced. You're the angel, and that you're the angel there. I have a calendar coming out, y'all, and it's a major arcana calendar. And when I tell you the artwork that I have for the temperance, it's not the angel, it's the angel in the war zone with a gun and it's really like how our angels are warriors. We forget angels on the battlefield, angels in dysfunction, angels everywhere, angels in the chaos. It's a reminder of the angel, the God in chaos. The angel in chaos, the spiritual help that you have in the chaos. Not when you get home into your serene spot and it's, no, it's in the argument. It's in the toxicity. The angel, the light is in it. So I thought that was just real cool. There's always an angel somewhere. I can't wait for y'all to see it. You have break the chains, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Just with this energetic, this vibration, you can kind of change your future here. All right, and look at that. I'm talking about the angel. Look, you got the divine council here. You got angels. So many different people here, making sure the bloodline is counting on this. So many people have gotten to come here on earth, and this is something that they have been dealing with. It's something that they've been struggling with. If divine orchestration, helpers are here. This is something that you've been dealing with for a while. There may be some type of challenge that you face actually believing that you do have helpers here in the invisible realm, or listening to them. And the way that you kind of get yourself out of it will be for you to answer the call here. You're birthing a new age. So there's somebody calling you. There's something calling you that needs immediate attention. I do also feel like answer the call on, unbounding yourself from these contracts. For some of you guys, you live this is all too familiar for your past life. You came and reincarnated to live something differently. This is all too familiar. All right. All too familiar for your past life. You have play here. There's a need for you not to be so serious. Have fun with life. Play. Celebrate. Be happy. Be happy. Trust. Thrive. Okay? There's a need for you to play. Have fun. Say yes to life. Lots of fun is coming towards you. Celebrate. All right? Right now, you're going to start learning, trusting your feelings, trusting your instincts. Something's going to get you to trust your instinct. I did do a reading about that yesterday. Yeah, the intuition is speaking very, very loud at this time. So you're definitely going to start trusting the niggling feeling. Also trusting what's triggering you, trusting why something is triggering you. Just trusting your intuition. Trusting yourself a little bit more. Also, you're going to be movement. So where's something calling you to go, to move, to go? So I do feel like these habits of you getting out there and you actually exploring something, you actually exploring, getting out there and going. All right. Also, this meditation, your inner temple, tuning into your heart, listening to your heart, trusting into your heart. These are these habits that you're definitely going to be working on today. You have the Age of Light here. So there's something, the keepers of the earth. There's an innate knowing that takes place of you knowing that you're not alone. For some of you guys, you could be willingly accepting this salt because you don't want to be alone. That's like the number one. We don't want to be alone. We're like, no, I'll take it out, whatever, as long as I'm not alone. But you've been willingly taking some type of salt because you don't want to be alone. And I was talking about this. I got to probably put this out where had this download about simulations and the reason why we don't kind of reach to our higher self in this fear-based simulation, because we don't want to leave the people that we've created in the fear-based simulation. So different reality calls for different people, different way of thinking calls for different things that come in your life, right? And there's two different realities that we live. We live one of fear, or we live one of love. And I was looking at it in the sense of there's a simulation where a virtual reality where there's a person that's controlling a game, like you would be controlling a person like on Sims, my favorite game. And there's a one person who is the controller of the fear-based reality, and there's the other one who's the controller of the love-based reality. And in the fear-based reality, we get spurts of love because that's the very thing that scares us. These spurts of love. In the love reality, there's spurts of these fear because those are the things that would, a person who has a love mentality, that would be the thing that would encourage them, or that would be the thing that would kind of make them kind of dive more into their love reality. So it's the way that the polarities kind of play tricks on you and kind of keep you stuck in a certain type of environment. But the way that you kind of play with the universe instead of play with the person or whatever, the entity that could be controlling the two mindsets, is through self-love. Because then the universe will have to mirror what's inside you to you. Then when you get squeezed, all of that abundance will have to come out. Then the universe will have to meet you with your vibration. So, yeah. And how would you make today fulfilling is just saying yes. Just say yes. You've been training for something for lifetimes. It's time for you to just say yes. Self-care, you're not alone. And then understanding your strengths. Understanding your brilliancy, how brilliant you are. Understanding your gifts. Understanding that you're ready now. And I do feel like there's a call that you're going to, there's a need for you to answer the call and just say yes to it. It's something that's going to, one swift action puts you on your feet. One swift yes, actually. All right, Libra, so that is your reading. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.